Okay, so there are several ways to specify color in CSS. Starting with the RGB color values, it's a 6-character field with 2-character hexadecimal values for red, green, and blue. You start with a pound symbol, and then 2 zeros is the minimum value, and FF represents the max value. So, for example, there's black, white, and a few of the other major colors. And you could do a shortcut, but that's not really common. Usually, you just do the 6 digits like this. And here are just some examples you can do combining red, green, and blue. And you could also just use this color name and it'll do the same thing, so that's easier than remembering the hex value or the decimal value. Okay, so the RGB function is another way to represent colors. So this takes the R, G, and B parameters either as an integer or a percentage, and if it's above or below 0 to 255, then it's just interpreted as the minimum or maximum value. So this is a little bit longer way, but you can also write it like this to do colors. Transparency can be kind of useful. It's the opacity property, which controls the transparency. And it must be a value between 0.0 and 1.0, and 0.0 is invisible and 1 is opaque. So 0.5 is 50% see-through. The rgba function is similar to RGB, but it has an alpha parameter, which represents transparency. So this way you can do the opacity right on the same line. And the HSL function is used for hue, saturation, and lightness. And it's similar to the RGB, but just for these 3 characteristics. And yeah, it just depends how you want the saturation and lightness values to be. So just here's the color wheel, HSL.